Okay, good morning everyone. So we have started with the chapter number 1, Introduction to Partnership and Partnership Final Account. So we have completed with the first part, that is Introduction to Partnership, where we have learned about the meaning, features and about the provisions partnership did. Okay. Now we will going to start with the second part, that is Partnership Final Account. Now what is meant by Partnership Final Account? So the final accounts, which is an account which is prepared to know the financial status of the business at the end of the financial year. Okay, so what is final? जो अकाउंट हम बनाते हैं, क्यों बनाते हैं? ताकि बिजनेस का फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन क्या है साल के एंड में वो पता फाइंड आउट करने के लिए, राइट? सो the account which is prepared to know the financial position, the financial status of the business at the end of the accounting year or financial year, it is called as partnership final accounts. Okay. Next, now why there is a need of preparation of final accounts? Why there is a importance or necessary to prepare final account? Okay. So there are some reasons. First of all, you have to find out the gross profit or gross loss, okay, incurred during the year. So final account is prepared to find out the gross profit or gross loss which is there, which is incurred during a particular year. Next, to find out the net profit or net loss of the business. Okay, how much net profit or how much net loss is incurred in the business. In order to find that, final accounts are prepared. Next, to know the financial position of the business, and we can say the total of assets and what is the total amount of liabilities. Okay. Next, to find out the amount of debtors and creditors. Okay, how much amount is to be taken from debtors or collected from debtors, or how much amount has to be paid to the creditors. This amount we will get to know only when you will going to prepare the final account. Other than, you have to prepare various accounts for future planning. Okay, so this final accounts will going to help you to plan, to prepare the accounts for the future purpose. Next, it helps to find out the sources and applications of fund. Okay, what are the sources and what are the application of the funds which is there with the business. Next, to find out the value of goodwill for the purpose of reconstruction of firm. Okay, what is the amount of goodwill at the end of the year in order to reconstruct the firm. And the last is to calculate various taxes of firm like income tax, etc. Okay, so every business has to pay the taxes. So how much amount of taxes is to be paid? Okay, it can be calculated only when there will be a proper and correct final account. Okay, so these are the reasons, these are the necessity because of which the final accounts have to be prepared. Okay, now as I already said, how many accounts are prepared and how many statements are prepared in the final accounts. Okay, so 3 accounts and 1 statement, that is trading account, profit and loss account, partners capital account and balance sheet. Okay, so 3 account and 1 statement is prepared when you are going to prepare the partnership final accounts. Now what are these accounts? Okay, and what you will get from these accounts. Now the very first account is trading account. Now what is meant by trading account? Trading account is a nominal account. What is a trading account? Trading account is a nominal account, and what nominal account rule says, debit all expenses and credit all incomes, right? नॉमिनल अकाउंट का रूल क्या है? डेबिट करना है आपको सारे एक्सपेंसेस एंड यू हैव टू क्रेडिट ऑल दी इनकम्स. सो ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट इज अ टाइप ऑफ nominal account. Okay, it is prepared to find out gross profit or gross loss incurred during the year. ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट हम क्यों बनाते हैं? हमें पता चल सके कि कितना ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट है और कितना ग्रॉस लॉस इनकर किया है बिजनेस ने ड्यूरिंग द पर्टिकुलर ईयर. ओके, now trading account has 2 sides, that is debit side and credit side. So on debit side we record all the direct expenses, whereas on credit side we record all the direct incomes. Okay, now what is this direct expenses and direct incomes? Okay, so direct expenses means which are directly connected to production, purchase and factory. Okay, so ऐसे expenditures जो directly किए जाते हैं for the purpose of production, purpose of purchase and which are related to factory, that expenditures are called as direct expenses. Whereas direct income means the income which you get directly. Okay, so जैसे हम sales करते हैं, sale by doing the sales you get the money, right? You get the amount, so that is the direct income. Okay, so sale is the only direct income from where the business earns the amount directly. Okay, so direct expenditures recorded on the debit side and direct incomes recorded on the credit side. So the expenditures which are directly connected to productions, purchases, and factory, they are recorded on debit side, and the incomes which you directly get, that is sales, it is recorded on the credit side of the trading account. If the trading account's credit side is more, okay, credit side is more, which means income side is more, then account shows the gross profit. Account क्या दिखाता है? Account shows the gross profit because my credit side is income side and my debit side is expense side. Okay, so if my income is more than my expense, then the business, then the account shows gross profit. Okay, and vice versa means when my expense is more and my income is less, which means my debit side of trading account is more and my credit side of trading account is less, then it will going to show gross loss. Okay, so income more, expenditure less, you will get a gross profit. Expenditure more, income less, you will going to get a gross loss. Now whatever this gross profit and gross loss is, find out in trading account, it is transferred to profit and loss account. कहाँ पे ट्रांसफर करते हैं इसे? प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट में. तो जो भी ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट या ग्रॉस लॉस आपको ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट से मिलता है, उसे ट्रांसफर करना पड़ता है टू द नेक्स्ट अकाउंट, दैट इज प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट. ओके, सो दिस वाज द मीनिंग ऑफ ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट. What is the trading account? It is a nominal account. It is prepared to find out gross profit or gross loss, okay, whichever is incurred during the year. There are two sides, okay, debit side and credit side. On debit side, all the direct expenses are recorded, and on credit side, all the direct incomes are recorded. What are direct expenses? That are directly connected to production, purchases, factory, and what are direct incomes, which where the income is collected directly by selling, by doing the sales. Okay, next, if the trading account credit side is more than debit side, then gross profit will be the comes. And if the expenditure, which means debit side, is more than the credit side, then you will get a gross loss. Whatever amount you will get in a form of gross profit or gross loss, it will be transferred to profit and loss account. Okay, I hope this trading account is clear to everyone. Now, the next account is profit and loss account. Now, profit and loss account is also a nominal account. It is also a type of nominal account, which means it follows the same rule: debit all expenses or losses and credit all incomes or gains. So debit side में all the expenditures record किए जाएंगे और credit side में all the incomes will be recorded. Now, why profit and loss account is prepared? It is prepared to find out the net profit earned or net loss suffered by the business during the accounting year. Okay, so whatever uh, profit net profit is earning, or business if I'm facing any, suffering any net loss, to find out that, the profit and loss account is prepared. Now what is recorded in profit and loss account? Again, two sides are there, debit side and credit side. Okay, on the debit side, all the indirect expenses are recorded, whereas on the credit side, all the indirect incomes are recorded. So all the indirect expenses, which means which are not directly connected to production or purchases or factory, that expenditures are called as indirect expenses. Whereas indirect income means the incomes which the business get not directly, but in an indirect way, okay, which are having no connections with the factories or sales, that incomes is called as indirect incomes. Okay, Plus, the indirect expenditures examples will be, it will be rent, payment of rent, the rent is paid, okay, the interest is paid, okay, advertisement, salary, correct, Joel, okay. So repairs, okay, so these are the expenditures which is there and it is needed, but they are not directly connected to the productions, okay. Next, indirect incomes जैसे कि interest received, commission received, okay, so whatever is received, okay, it is comes under indirect incomes. Now the credit balance of this account shows net profit which is to be transferred to capital account के credit side में, okay. So again, if the credit side is more and debit side is less, which means my income is more and my expense is less, then it will show your net profit. क्या दिखाएगा आपको? वो net profit show करेगा and this net profit will be shown on debit side, ठीक है. तो it will be transferred to partners capital account के credit side में, okay. कौन से side में? Credit side में. Similarly, if my debit side is more, which means my expenditures are more, and my credit side is less, which means my income is less, then the account will going to show a net loss. Okay, and when the net loss will be there, then the amount again will be transferred to capital account, but which side? Debit side. Okay, so opposite. Okay, so if the balance is remaining on debit side, then the second effect will be credit side of the balance sheet, and if there is a net loss, then the it will be transferred to capital account on the debit side. Okay, so this was the profit and loss account. It is a nominal account. It is prepared to find out the net profit earned or net loss suffered during the year. All the indirect expenses and indirect incomes are recorded in this. Whatever net profit is coming, it will be transferred to capital account के credit side में, and whatever net loss is suffered, it will be transferred to partners capital account के debit side. Okay, I hope this is clear to everyone. Now the next is the partners capital account, right, which we have already studied in the in the last lecture. Okay, so we will continue with the balance sheet now. Now what is meant by balance sheet? The balance sheet is a statement. Okay, so many a time a question is asked, balance sheet is a statement or it is an account, or it might ask justify balance sheet is a statement. Okay, so you should know balance sheet is not an account. Balance sheet is a statement showing financial position of the firm on a particular day. Okay, so what is the financial position of a firm? Okay, it shows the total assets and the total liabilities of the firm. Okay, so basically balance sheet shows the financial position in the form of the assets and liabilities of the firm. Now again two sides are there, liability side and asset side. So all the liabilities are recorded with left hand side of the balance sheet, whereas all the assets are recorded on the right hand side of the balance sheet. Now the balance sheet is not an account, but it is a statement. Again it is said balance sheet is not an account but a statement showing the financial position of a firm as on a given date in the form of assets and liabilities. Okay, so it is an statement, not an account, which shows the firm total of assets and liabilities of the firm. Okay, I hope these three uh, things are clear to you: trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. If yes, I want everyone to put why. Okay, so Final accounts, we know we have to prepare 3 accounts, we have to prepare one statement. Okay, now कैसे बनाना है, ठीक है? So final accounts are prepared with the help of trial balance. Everyone knows. Okay, so if there is a trial balance, we have to prepare a final account. Now along with trial balance, there are adjustments. Okay, so what is adjustments? What is adjustments? Sometimes what happens, some entries they might be left unrecorded, okay, in the books. Okay, so in order to record them, okay, they are shown in the form of adjustments. Okay, so trial balance and adjustments, ये दोनों मिलके what we do, we prepare the final accounts. Okay, now what are the adjustments? One by one we'll go to see all the adjustments which are important for you. Now the first adjustment is the adjustment of closing stock. Okay, so every adjustment has two effects, or some adjustment they are having three effects. Okay, we will going to see all the effects of the adjustments. Now the first adjustment कौन सा है आपका? Closing stock. तो closing stock का दो effect जाएगा. Okay, तो दो effect कहाँ पे जाएगा? First effect जाएगा balance sheet के asset side में, and the second effect will go trading account के credit side में. Okay, so the closing stock के two effects होंगे, that is balance sheet asset side and trading account के credit side. Second is out. Okay, so outstanding expenses, the expenditures which is have been incurred but not paid during the year. Okay, and the expenditure it might be on the items of trading account or on the expenses related to profit and loss account. Okay, in those both the cases you have to add it to the particular expense, and the second effect will be on the balance sheet ke liability side because it is a liability which you have to pay. Okay, the next is prepaid expense. Now what is prepaid expense? The expenses paid in advance. Okay, तो ऐसे expenditures जो हम advance में ही pay कर देते हैं कभी कभी, that is called as prepaid expense. So again the same, the prepaid expense, it might be on the expense of related to trading account or profit and loss account. Okay, so you have to less from the particular expense. So if my wages are prepaid, then you will going to less it from wages. If my salary is prepaid, okay, if my advertisement is prepaid, okay, so you will going to less the amount of prepaid from the particular expense. Okay, now it is shown on debit side of both trading account if the expenses of trading account, and profit and loss account के debit में if the expense is related to profit and loss account. Okay, the second effect is the balance sheet के asset side में. कहाँ पे जाता है ये? Balance sheet के asset side में, because even it's prepaid you get the amount. Okay, so that's why balance sheet के asset side में इसका second effect जाता है. I hope these three adjustments are clear to you. Closing stock, first effect balance sheet के asset side में, and second effect trading account के credit side में. Outstanding expense particular expense में add होगा, whereas balance sheet के liability side में show करोगे. Second effect prepaid expense less from particular expense debit side में, और second effect balance sheet के asset side में. Okay, so now our next adjustment is income received in advance and income receivable. Now what is income received in advance? Okay, so the income related to the next accounting year, okay, but it is received in current year. Okay, तो next year का वो income है लेकिन वो मुझे मिल गया है current year में ही, that is called as income received in advance. So if income received in advance is given, then what will be the two effect of it? First आप deduct करोगे उसको particular income से, जो भी income पे income आपको advance में received हुआ है उससे आप minus करोगे, right? और सेकेंड इफेक्ट बैलेंस शीट के लाइबिलिटी साइड में शो करोगे. कहां पे शो करोगे? बैलेंस शीट के लाइबिलिटी साइड में. ओके, सो जो भी इनकम रिसीव्ड हुआ है डिडक्ट करोगे पर्टिकुलर इनकम में से, क्रेडिट साइड के प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट के क्रेडिट साइड में से, एंड सेकेंड इफेक्ट बैलेंस शीट के लाइबिलिटी साइड में आप क्या करोगे, उसका रिकॉर्ड करोगे। ओके, नेक्स्ट इज इनकम रिसीवेबल। इनकम रिसीवेबल मीन्स आपको इनकम मिलने वाली है, अब तक मिली नहीं है, राइट? सो इट इज एन इनकम रिसीवेबल। सो इफ द इनकम विच हैव बीन अर्नड बट नॉट रिसीव्ड, जो हमने अर्न की है पर अभी तक रिसीव्ड नहीं हुई है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज इनकम रिसीवेबल। ओके, सो यू विल गोइंग टू two effect of it. The first is you will going to add it to the particular income, जो भी particular income जिस पे भी income अब तक receive नहीं हुई है, okay? तो you will going to add with it, that is on credit side of profit and loss account, okay? And the second is बैलेंस शीट के एसेट साइड में, कहाँ पे दिखाओगे, बैलेंस शीट के एसेट साइड में। ओके, सो दीज आर द टू इफेक्ट्स इन केस ऑफ इनकम रिसीवेबल। तो इनकम रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस अलग होता है, इनकम रिसीवेबल इज डिफरेंट। रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस विच मीन्स करंट ईयर में ही आपको नेक्स्ट ईयर का पैसा मिल गया है, नेक्स्ट ईयर का अमाउंट मिल गया है। इनकम रिसीवेबल मीन्स करंट ईयर का इनकम अभी तक आपको नहीं मिला है, इट इज स्टिल pending. Okay, you will going to receive it, not yet received. Okay, that's the difference between the two. Okay, I hope this is clear. The next adjustment is bad debts and provision for bad debts, जिसको हम RDD भी कहते हैं. Okay, so bad debts and RDD, these two adjustments are very important because it always there in the final account. Okay, so what is bad debts? Bad debt means debts which are irrecoverable, okay, which is not recovered from the sundry debtor. Okay, so they are called as the bad debts. Okay, now bad debts has two effects. पहला effect है, you will show the bad debts on debit side of profit and loss account. Okay, profit and loss account के debit side में इसका पहला effect जाता है because it is a loss for the business. बैड डेब्ट्स क्या है, एक तरह का लॉस है, इसलिए वो प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट के डेबिट साइड में शो होता है। सेकंड, इट इज डिडक्टेड फ्रॉम सन्ड्री डेटर्स। ओके, तो जो भी सन्ड्री डेटर्स है आपका, जो बैलेंस शीट के एसेट साइड में होगा, उसमें से आप उससे क्या करोगे, डिडक्ट करोगे, बिकॉज that amount is not, it will not be recovered from the debtor. Okay, so you are going to deduct that amount from sundry debtors. So bad debts to effect, क्योंकि लॉस है तो प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस के डेबिट साइड में, और क्योंकि इरिकवरेबल है इसलिए डिडक्ट किया जाएगा सन्ड्री डेटर्स में से। ओके, बिकॉज इट इज इरिकवरेबल फ्रॉम सम डेटर्स। नेक्स्ट इज प्रोविजन फॉर डाउटफुल डेट, और इट इज ऑल्सो सेड एज रिजर्व फॉर डाउटफुल डेट, और इट इज ऑल्सो सेड एज अ न्यू RDD. ओके, तो तीनों में से कोई भी वर्ड दिया होगा तो विच मीन्स इट इज अ रिजर्व, इट इज एन RDD. Okay, so if there is an RDD which is given in the adjustment, then it will going to have a two effect. What will be the two effect? Again, डेबिट साइड में दोगे प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट के, कौन से साइड में दिखाओगे, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट के. नाउ दिस रिजर्व इज बेसिकली मेड इन ऑर्डर टू रिकवर दी डाउटफुल डेट्स. ठीक है, तो जो भी बैड डेट्स हमें फेस करना पड़ रहा है उसको रिकवर करने के लिए दिस रिजर्व्स हैव बीन क्रिएटेड. ओके, सो इट विल बी शोन ऑन विच साइड, debit side of profit and loss account. The second is it will be deducted from sundry debtors, क्योंकि ये रिजर्व क्रिएट करना पड़ा किसकी वजह से, बिकॉज ऑफ द sundry debtors. Okay, so the amount will be deducted from the sundry debtors only. Okay, so RDD to effect, it will be it will be shown on debit side of profit and loss account, and second it will be deducted from sundry debtors which is there on the balance sheet के एसेट साइड में. ओके, द नेक्स्ट इज रिजर्व फॉर डिस्काउंट ऑन डेटर and reserve for discount on creditors, right? So everyone knows who are the debtor and who is the creditor. Okay, so first, what is meant by reserve for discount on debtors? Okay, so it is a type of incentive which is given to debtor for early payment. Okay, कभी-कभी debtors क्या करते हैं, they pays the amount early before the due date. Okay, so at that time a certain discount is given, okay, to the debtor. Okay, and so it is a kind of loss for the firm only, because even because the discount is given by the firm to the debtors. Okay, the reserve for discount is a kind of loss to it is treated as a loss for the firm. That's why it is recorded on the debit side of profit and loss account. कौन सा साइड में रिकॉर्ड करते हैं? डेबिट साइड में रिकॉर्ड करते हैं प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट के. सिमिलरली रिजर्व फॉर डिस्काउंट ऑन क्रेडिटर, इट मींस दैट कि अब यहाँ पे क्रेडिटर हमें डिस्काउंट दे रहा है, ओके, फॉर मेकिंग द पेमेंट ऑफ क्रेडिटर before the time. Okay, so when a firm pays the amount, okay, to the creditor before the time, at that time creditors give some discounts, okay, and that is called as a uh, reserve for discount. Okay, so that's an income for the firm. That's why it is recorded on which side? Credit side of profit and loss account. क्योंकि जो भी income है वो हम कहाँ रिकॉर्ड करते हैं? Profit and loss account के credit side में. Okay, so it's an income for the firm. That's why it is recorded on which side? Credit side of profit and loss account. Next, it is deducted from sundry creditors balance sheet liability side. अब इसको creditors में से क्यों deduct किया जाता है? Because the discount is given on creditor, right? Similarly, वैसे ही sundry debtors में से हम reserve for discount on debtors को deduct करते हैं क्योंकि वो discount किस पे है? Debtors pay, right? So in both the cases, you will going to deduct the amount, but if the reserve for discount is on debtor, you will deduct the amount from debtor. If the reserve for discount on is there on creditor, then you will going to deduct the amount from creditors. Okay, so this is the two adjustment: reserve for discount on debtor and reserve for discount on creditors. Okay. Now the next adjustments are related to the interest. Okay, तो चार interest के adjustments आपको दिख रहे हैं. इसमें से we had already done two adjustment in the last lecture. Okay, now the first is interest on capital. So whatever capital is brought by the partner, on that they get the interest. Okay, so if the interest on capital is given, it will be shown on debit side of profit and loss account because it is treated as again an expense. Okay, expense to the firm. So it is recorded on debit side of profit and loss account. And the next is second effect is it is recorded on credit side of partner's capital or current account. So the method will be fixed or fluctuating. Depending on that, you will going to record this second effect of interest on capital. Next is interest on drawing. So interest on drawing, again to effect debit side पार्टनर्स कैपिटल और करंट अकाउंट के डेबिट साइड में शो करेंगे आप. एंड द सेकंड इफेक्ट विल बी ऑन क्रेडिट साइड ऑफ प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट. तो इंटरेस्ट ऑन ड्राइंग इज बेसिकली एन इनकम फॉर द फर्म, क्योंकि जो भी पैसा जो भी ड्राइंग्स बिजनेस से पार्टनर निकालता है उस पर उसे इंटरेस्ट पे करना पड़ता है. सो इट इज अ काइंड ऑफ इनकम फॉर द फर्म. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज रिकॉर्डेड ऑन क्रेडिट साइड ऑफ प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट. Okay, so interest on capital and interest on drawing. The next is interest on loan taken. Okay, so sometimes the partners that take the loan, okay, so they have to pay the interest, or if the firm is taking the loan, then they have to pay the interest. Okay, so two effect will be there because it's an interest on the loan taken, so obviously it's a kind of expenditure for the firm. Okay, so it will be shown on debit side of profit and loss account. And the second effect will be it will be added to the loan. Okay, so if there will be a bank loan, okay, and on that interest is given, so you will going to add this interest on amount, interest on loan taken in that with the bank loan. Okay, so it will be added to the loan taken amount, which is will there on liability side of the balance sheet. The next is interest on investment and loan given. Okay, so in investment, everyone knows what is investment. When we invest, we get the interest. Okay, so whenever the investment is done, for example, if you have invested in the government bond, okay, so you get the interest, right? You get the interest on that, or you have done the fixed deposit, then you will going to get the interest on that, right? So it's an income. Okay, that's why it's recorded on credit side of profit and loss account because it's an income, so it's recorded on credit side of profit and loss account. And second, it will be recorded on the investment. Okay, so if there is a fixed deposit, then you will going to add this interest on investment with the fixed deposit, which will be there on asset side of the balance sheet. If it's there on the government bond, then you will going to add the interest of with the government bond, which will be there with the asset side. Okay, so जिस भी इन्वेस्टमेंट पे आपको इंटरेस्ट बोला है, आपको इंटरेस्ट मिल रहा है, आप इंटरेस्ट चार्ज हो रहा है, then you're getting the interest, then it will be added with that investment. Okay, so these are the four interest which will be there uh, while you will going to solve the final account problem. I hope till now all the adjustments are clear to you. Okay, and I hope everyone is writing also these adjustments with me, because it's very important adjustments for all of you. And final account is also a very important chapter. जिसका weightage है 12 marks in the board. So if the adjustments are clear to you, then it will be easy for you to solve the problem. So I hope all the adjustments आपको समझ में आ रहे हैं, and you even you are writing it in your book. Okay, so we can proceed further. The next adjustments is related to depreciation. Now, what is depreciation? Depreciation means decline or reduction in the value of fixed asset. Okay, so it's a kind of a loss for the firm. अगर हम किसी भी fixed asset पे depreciation charge कर रहे हैं, then it is a loss for the firm. Okay, क्योंकि depreciation what it does, it decreases the value of the firm, of the fixed asset. So basically, it's a kind of loss for the firm. So that's why it is shown on debit side of the profit and loss account. कहाँ पे दिखाते हैं इसका first effect? Profit and loss account के debit side में. Similarly, because it is charged on fixed asset, and it that's why इसको less किया जाता है from the particular fixed asset. So if the building is depreciated by 10%, then what will be done? जो भी अमाउंट है बिल्डिंग का उस पर डेप्रिसिएशन निकाल के 10% उसमें से उसे माइनस किया जाएगा, तो द फिक्स्ड एसेट वैल्यू विल बी डिक्रीज. ओके, सो लेस किया जाता है डेप्रिसिएशन फ्रॉम द fixed asset. Okay, so two effect, because it merely a loss, that's why it is shown on debit side of profit and loss account. And second, it is charged on fixed asset, तो जिस भी fixed asset पे charge किया जाएगा उसमें से उसे less करना है. Okay, the next adjustments are related to insured goods and uninsured goods. Okay, so if your for companies having goods, and if they are insured their goods, अगर उस पे इंश्योरेंस निकाला है तो what will be the effect? और अगर कंपनी के पास गुड्स है लेकिन उस पे गुड्स पे इंश्योरेंस नहीं निकाला है, okay, which means they are uninsured, तो उसके क्या इफेक्ट होंगे? Okay, first we will see insured goods. Okay, so if the insured goods they destroyed by fire or accident, okay, आग लग गई गुड्स में या कोई एक्सीडेंट हो गया, उस वजह से मेरे इंश्योर्ड गुड्स जिसपे मैंने इंश्योरेंस निकाला है अगर वो डिस्ट्रॉय हो गए, तो व्हाट विल बी द इफेक्ट ऑफ दैट? ओके, इन सच केस, in all the three uh, that is ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट, बैलेंस शीट एंड प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट, तीनों में एक एक इफेक्ट जाएंगे. ओके, सबसे पहला ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट में इफेक्ट जाएगा. इट विल बी शोन ऑन क्रेडिट साइड. ओके, क्योंकि गुड्स आर रिलेटेड टू फैक्ट्री, अगर डिस्ट्रॉय होंगे तो फैक्ट्री में ही डिस्ट्रॉय होंगे, दैट्स व्हाई इट इज रिकॉर्डेड ऑन क्रेडिट साइड ऑफ द trading account. Okay, and the amount will be the gross amount. Okay, so if my value of the good is 10,000, okay, so 10,000 will be the gross amount which will be recorded on the credit side of trading account. Okay, सेकेंड इफेक्ट जाएगा बैलेंस शीट के एसेट साइड में. कहाँ पे जाएगा? बैलेंस शीट के एसेट साइड में. एंड which amount will be recorded? The claim amount. Okay, तो अगर 10,000 का मेरा गुड्स है और 8,000 मुझे इंश्योरेंस कंपनी दे रहा है वापस, ओके, तो दिस 8,000 विल बी रिकॉर्डेड विल ऑन बैलेंस शीट के एसेट साइड में. तो दैट्स अ क्लेम अमाउंट विच द फर्म इज गेटिंग, ओके, फ्रॉम द इंश्योरेंस कंपनी, एंड इट विल बी रिकॉर्डेड ऑन बैलेंस शीट के एसेट साइड में. नाउ थर्ड इफेक्ट इज द प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट में जाएगा, डेबिट साइड में, बिकॉज द ग्रॉस अमाउंट वाज 10,000 and the insurance company has paid given me 8,000, right, which means there is a loss of 2,000. Okay, so this loss will be recorded on प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस के डेबिट साइड में. कहां पे रिकॉर्ड किया जाएगा? प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट के डेबिट साइड में. ओके, सो इफ द गुड्स आर इंश्योर्ड एंड दे आर डिस्ट्रॉयड बाय फायर और एक्सीडेंट, तो आपको तीन इफेक्ट पास करने हैं. पहला इफेक्ट है ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट के क्रेडिट साइड में, वेयर यू विल गोइंग टू शो द ग्रॉस अमाउंट, द एक्चुअल वैल्यू ऑफ द बुक वैल्यू ऑफ द गुड्स. ओके, सेकेंड विल बी बैलेंस शीट के एसेट साइड में, जो भी क्लेम के तौर पे पैसा मिला है, कंपेंसेशन मिला है, वो आप रिकॉर्ड करोगे, वो अमाउंट रिकॉर्ड करोगे. तीसरा, लॉस, जितना भी लॉस हुआ है वो अमाउंट आप रिकॉर्ड करोगे प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट के डेबिट साइड में. ओके, सो दिस थ्री इफेक्ट्स ऑन थ्री साइड्स. Next, if my goods are not insured, which means if they are uninsured and they are destroyed by fire or accident, okay, मेरे goods पे insurance नहीं निकाला है मैंने, और वो fire या accident के वजह से खराब हो गए, डैमेज हो गए, राइट. नाउ व्हाट विल बी द इफेक्ट इन दैट केस? देयर विल बी सिंपल टू इफेक्ट. पहला होगा ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट के क्रेडिट साइड में, क्योंकि गुड्स कहाँ पे थे? फैक्ट्री में थे, और डिस्ट्रॉयड होंगे तो फैक्ट्री में होंगे. दैट्स व्हाई ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट के क्रेडिट साइड में उसका फर्स्ट इफेक्ट जाएगा. सेकंड, पूरा का पूरा लॉस होगा क्योंकि मैंने उस पर इंश्योरेंस नहीं निकाला है. तो जितना भी गुड्स है अगर वो पूरे के पूरे डैमेज हो गए हैं, तो जो भी अमाउंट है वो पूरा का पूरा लॉस होगा. दैट्स व्हाई इट विल बी शोन ऑन debit side of profit and loss account. There will be no third effect of this because my goods are not insured. उस पे मैंने इंश्योरेंस नहीं निकाला है. ओके, सो ये ध्यान में रखना है आपको कि गुड्स इंश्योर्ड है या अनइंश्योर्ड है. अगर इंश्योर्ड है तो तीन इफेक्ट डालने हैं, अगर अनइंश्योर्ड है तो टू इफेक्ट्स दिखाने हैं. ओके, आई होप दिस इज क्लियर टू एवरीवन. Okay. Now the next three adjustments is related to the goods. Okay. Now goods stolen. Second is goods distributed as free samples or goods withdrawn by partners for personal use. Okay. So पहला है goods stolen. अगर मेरे goods चोरी हो गए, okay, तो what will be the effect? पहला effect profit and loss account के debit side में, क्योंकि अगर goods चोरी हो गए तो it's a loss for me, right? For my firm, then definitely it will be shown on debit side of profit and loss account. Okay. Second effect, goods चोरी कहाँ से होंगे? फैक्ट्री से होंगे. That's why the second effect will be on trading account के credit side में. कहाँ पे होगा? Trading account के credit side में. Okay. So this the two effect. पहला है goods stolen and the second is the first is profit and loss account के debit side में, because the goods stolen is a loss, right? And the second effect will be trading account के credit side में, because it is related to fact. Next is goods distributed as free samples. Okay, so whenever the company wants to know about the new product, what they does, they distribute some goods as a free samples in order to know कि उनके goods अच्छे हैं या उनके goods में कोई changes करना चाहिए. Okay, in order to get the views of the customers, right? At that time goods are distributed as free samples. Now here it's because it is distributed as free samples, so we can say it is a kind of loss only, क्योंकि हमने इस पे production किया है, we had done the expenditure, but we are not getting any income because we are distributing as a free sample, right? Advertisement के लिए हम distribute कर रहे हैं, right? That's why I can say it's merely an expenditure or it can be merely a loss. That's why we can going to record it on प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट के डेबिट साइड में. कहां पे रिकॉर्ड करेंगे हम इसे? प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट के डेबिट साइड में. एंड सेकंड इफेक्ट, गुड्स कहां से डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करेंगे? हम फैक्ट्री से करेंगे. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज रिकॉर्डेड ऑन ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट के क्रेडिट साइड में. कहां पे रिकॉर्ड होगा? ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट के क्रेडिट साइड में. नाउ द थर्ड इज गुड्स withdrawn by partner for personal use. अगर आप बोलोगे ये तो ड्राइंग है, राइट? right? It is a drawing, right? So अगर गुड्स विड्रॉन कर रहा है पार्टनर पर्सनल यूज के लिए, तो उसका दो इफेक्ट क्या होगा? पहला इफेक्ट, कहाँ से गुड्स विड्रॉ करेगा? वो फैक्ट्री से विड्रॉ करेगा, राइट? तो इसलिए इसका फर्स्ट इफेक्ट कहाँ पे जाएगा? ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट के क्रेडिट साइड में। सेकेंड, कौन गुड्स विड्रॉ कर रहा है? पार्टनर विड्रॉ कर रहा है, इसलिए पार्टनर के अकाउंट में वो रिकॉर्ड होगा। दैट्स व्हाई द सेकेंड इफेक्ट विल बी रिकॉर्डेड ऑन पार्टनर्स कैपिटल या करंट अकाउंट के डेबिट साइड में। ओके, तो दो इफेक्ट होंगे। पहला, ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट के क्रेडिट साइड में, क्योंकि गुड्स आर विड्रॉन, goods are taken from the factory, okay, and the second will be partners capital or current account की debit side में, because the goods are uh, withdrawn by the partner. That's why the effect will be recorded in the partners capital or current account. Okay, the last two adjustments which are related to bills receivable dishonored and bills payable dishonored. Okay, so we have already saw this receivable and bills payable dishonored in bill of exchange chapter. Okay, इसका मतलब क्या होता है? Whenever the bills are dishonored or they are not accepted by the firm, by the debtor, then they are called as dishonored. If the amount of the bill is not paid by the debtor, it is called as bill dishonored. Okay, ना अगर बिल रिसीवेबल डिसऑनर्ड है तो उसकी टू इफेक्ट्स कहाँ पे जाएंगे? दोनों भी इफेक्ट बैलेंस शीट के एसेट साइड में ही जाएंगे। दोनों भी इफेक्ट बैलेंस शीट के एसेट साइड में ही जाएंगे। पहला, आप ऐड करोगे उसे सन्ड्री डेटर्स में। ओके, किस में ऐड करोगे? सन्ड्री डेटर्स में ऐड करोगे। और सेकेंड इफेक्ट, आप लेस करोगे उसको बिल्स रिसीवेबल में से। ओके, सो इफ एनी ऑफ द बिल इज डिसऑनर्ड, बिल रिसीवेबल इज डिसऑनर्ड, तो आप यू विल गोइंग टू ऐड द अमाउंट टू द सन्ड्री डेटर्स बिकॉज बिल इज स्टिल रिसीवेबल। ओके, वो अभी तक पैसा मिला नहीं है, इसलिए उसको सन्ड्री डेटर्स में ऐड करोगे। एंड द सेकेंड, इट विल बी डिडक्टेड फ्रॉम द बिल्स रिसीवेबल बिकॉज इट हैज द बैड बिल हैज बीन डिसऑनर्ड, उसका अमाउंट डिसऑनर्ड हो गया है। दैट्स व्हाई विल लेस द अमाउंट फ्रॉम बिल्स रिसीवेबल। ओके, नाउ द सेकेंड इज बिल्स पेएबल डिसऑनर्ड। अगेन इसका इफेक्ट बैलेंस शीट के लायबिलिटी साइड में ही जाएगा। दोनों भी इफेक्ट बैलेंस शीट के लायबिलिटी साइड में ही जाएगा। पहला, ऐड टू सन्ड्री क्रेडिटर्स, जो भी बिल्स पेएबल का डिसऑनर का अमाउंट है वो आप ऐड करोगे सन्ड्री क्रेडिटर्स में। एंड द सेकंड विल बी, इट विल बी डिडक्टेड फ्रॉम बिल्स पेएबल। ओके, तो जो भी बिल्स पेएबल है उसमें से आप बिल्स पेएबल डिसऑनर का अमाउंट लेस करोगे। Okay, so these are the two adjustments related to bill receivable dishonored and bills payable dishonored. Okay, I hope all the adjustments are clear to you.